Again, welcome back for another daily Binding of Isaac Repentance. It is December 23rd, 2024. Pre-Christmas Eve. Yeah, we're going to get to that, and we're going to get to that. We've got a couple of those breakable runs, all with the similar setups. All the similar setups. What special day is this? This is a curated run. Like St. Holios Day or Holy Day or something. Let's see, what is going on here? Come on now. List of curated daily Isaac challenges. Now I'm curious, what is this? National Festivus Day. Seems like December seems to be, well, there's November too, I guess. Seems like December's got like one of the most like curated dailies. National Festivus Day. What the fuck does that mean? It's 2 days before Christmas. Wait, what is this heresy? It must be like an old tradition. Let's see something here. From like Scandinavia or something. What is this? He first celebrated the day in February of 1966, but later the day was recognized as it is now on December 23rd in honor of O'Keefe's first date with his wife. What? Who the hell is O'Keefe? Daniel O'Keefe, Reader's Digest editor and author, created the holiday in response to family tension. One of its central practices is the airing of grievances. O'Keefe's son wrote the Seinfeld episode featuring the celebration too. What? December 23rd celebrated and not so celebrated history. Okay, I'm confused. Well, what's all this other stuff? It's a secular holiday celebrated on December 23rd as an alternative to the perceived pressures of commercialism of the Christmas season. Okay. O'Keefe. Festivus pole. It's just like... It's like a pole on like the two sticks, like cross sticks, like similar, the kind of the thing you see in like Charlie Brown. It's just a stick on there. Just a metal pole. Okay. Well, you learned something, I guess. Happy National Stick Day. I seen like quite a few people today like shopping. Well, I went to a grocery store, so I didn't go like a retail store, but I went to a grocery store. Quite a few people getting stuff. And someone called me too, is asking me, the same person that was asking me about Christmas presents, and I was being dodgy with them, was asking me for Christmas present stuff. And I was being a little dodgy. They're asking me, oh, what about Game Pass? I'm like, well, Game Pass, it's like $20 fucking a month, right? It's like, oh, but there's something for 3 months for $50 something. And I'm like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like, don't bother with it. Well, you want Game Pass or coffee? And I told him, well, coffee. It's like, do you get the ground stuff? And I was like, no, I get the beans. I get the beans. I grind my beans. So I'm guessing he's going to get me coffee. You know, I guess, I mean, to be fair, he was saying like, he wasn't sure what to give me, you know? And I'm like, oh, well, you know, I guess that's kind of understandable. But at the same time, it's like, you know, you got to like come up with something. So, you know, I'd be surprised, you know. I'm going to expect coffee now. What kind of coffee? Well, he said he was at a Target, so it's possible he can just get like a Starbucks coffee or something there. You know, I'm not going to complain. He's probably going to give me a light roast. It's going to be like the most caffeinated stuff in the universe out there. And you know what? Whatever. Whether he gives me something like that or not, you know, it's fine. It's Christmas after all. Coming up, that it's not Christmas now. Oh, we got all these. Okay, I think I've played this daily before. Last year or years before. Because there's going to be the trifecta. We're going to probably get, like, the mapping pretty soon. The trifecta is supposed to be the mind, the body, the soul, right? So, like, spiritual stuff. It makes sense because it's the festive stuff. And it's supposed to be leaning more on traditional, you know, Christian values instead of the commercialism stuff. It makes sense. The theme here. The nuns have it here, which is essentially, you know, hinting at the Christian Christmas stuff, you know. PhD, I don't know, maybe that's like a nod to the creator of the holiday. Yeah, like he has a PhD or something. That's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing in this theory. Let's see something. Now I'm curious. Is that what that deal is? Because, like, the PhD doesn't make much sense. Oh, he has a PhD. Yep, I'll be damned. Okay, so it's like a part of the holiday and part of a nod to him. That's actually cool. PhD. So you got an MA, a Master of Arts? Yeah, because BA I think is Bachelor of Arts, so Master of Arts. From Columbia University and a PhD. Oh no, I see it, MA. So you got an MA from Columbus University and a PhD. PhD in what, though? I don't know. Okay. In writing? Reader's Digest, though. I've never read, like, anything of it. I know of the little books. I'm still assuming they're still around. A Reader's Digest. I can't really tell you what's all about. I'm assuming it's like reviews of books and just different tidbits of stuff, right? Like what I get like pretty much every year is the last couple of years or so I've been getting Farmer's Almanac. Of course, I don't really explore with it too much, and I don't really use it for like growing season stuff. It's a cool throwback, I guess, nonetheless, you know? Okay. I was actually going through some things, too, and I actually found one from the early 90s. Far different, of course. It's like a yellow paper. Yellow paper with black lettering on it. It's like, come on, it's the 90s. And I think that was the early 90s for that one. So I guess that kind of fits the generic theme of then, right? I mean, there wasn't trying to fit a theme, obviously, but I think probably when the late 90s came around, they probably, like, modernized it, right? Modernized it. I'm paranoid that I'm not getting something recorded here or something's going off. Okay, we're fine. You know, I just check on these things. I have this thing in the back of my head thinking, oh, it's not recording. Also, we got the mine when there's a curse of I don't know where I'm at. Funny stuff, game. Funny stuff. 'Tis the season. So I think we're finding more mind and bodies this run, I believe. Memory serves me right with it. If memory serves me correctly, I think that's how that is. This space bar and strength card is so nice here, though. So we're going to the lamb, which I'm imagining. Let's see, what's the? Oh yeah, the Lamb of God. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Jesus and stuff. Of course, it's not supposed to be Jesus in the game here. I mean, it's supposed to be okay, like, in real life, it's supposed to be like a devilish being, you know what I mean? Like devil or something. But it's supposed to be depicted as Jesus, quote unquote, because it's, and not really, but it's a warped version of Jesus. Very warped version of it. Because it's supposed to be the lamb, right? It's a demonic lamb instead, so. Makes sense that that's where we're going here, because it's part of the Christmas thing. Being that it's warped too with that. Reader's Digest. How about that? Oh, Guppy's tail. I'll take some of that. This could be good. Right. Not as good as the strength, though. I was hoping to be something fantastic here. Yeah, here we are. We gotta get the boss rush and hush if we can. Unlike yesterday's run where we botched it and got 2,000 and something plays. Despite that we had like a great TM trainer run. With all those bells and whistles. Can I say with last night's run, so it'd be the last video, how incredibly lucky I got for like the same week of getting 2 breakable runs that I can keep going ad infinitum with Echo Chamber and R-Key. I guess I could have taken that, huh? Because we got Devil Deal President. Well, we got the Guppy item in. Get little horsey mins. Like, it's insane. It was crazy, you know? Like, if we didn't find that, if we didn't find that black market, the 9 lives and all that stuff, we would have not been able to pull that off, truly. Because there was so many different elements of things that came into play. To pull off the greatest stuff of all time. Now I'm in a little conundrum here, right? Now I've got 2 files. I don't want to start like a 3rd file. I mean, the 3rd file is not even close to being done anyways. I guess I could do a challenge after this. I'm coming to the point now where I gotta do like the very shitty challenges. You know, ultra hard. But first, I'm going to have to upload some videos in case it's going to be taking far longer to complete in one sitting or something. Because that other video is nearly 2 hours long. It's like 25 gigs. Yeah. You know, next year, I'm going to get myself a hard drive. Well, 2 hard drives. One to just like back up stuff off my computer. And stow that away and then power it on every few months. Then swap it out eventually to backing that up to another one. And then one in my computer for secondary space and just keep the old hard drive as it is. And stuff on there. Not really take it out so much. I just leave it there. So it's like powered on and don't have to worry about, oh, you gotta spin those suckers every so often. Oh, that's nice. Spin the whatever discs in there. Fun stuff, you know. See, I could have thought there would be a secret room in there, but no. The mind, the body, the soul. It's mostly the mind is telling me where to go here. There's no Christmas Eve themed run. I found interesting. I thought there was something of that. I think I did a Christmas Day one before. There's an exception where it was like, you know, people weren't over for Christmas or whatever immediately, and all this other stuff. I decided to do the run, I think, in the morning or something years ago. If I did do it, I think that's what happened. Of course, you get like a little Christmas hat. I think you get presents, and then, like, I think maybe you get Krampus every floor or something. Is that right? If memory serves me right, man. That tomfoolery. Oh, yes. I needed that instead of, like, keys. Well, thank you so much.
Soul of Apollyon.
This room can generate those keys, but, like... Okay, we might be able to get them here. Get them here. Get them. Okay. What I do like about that 404 trinket, though, now... I can't get to that. Is, I can't get to that either. I need wings. Is you pick up the 404 and then it highlights what kind of trinket you get for the room. That's like freaking huge. That was definitely needed. That's like a huge get. Because look at this. That's what's active. If I go in the room and it's like something crappy or something, I'll dump it off of me to complete the room or something. Okay, well, we can't go to the shop, unfortunately, so that's a bummer. Actually, is that key accessible? Shit. I feel like it wouldn't be, because I feel like I would have to fly for that. Because otherwise, if it was like just a bomb or something, I probably wouldn't have had an issue. I mean, even though I had a one bomb here, I don't know if the one said bomb would have been a problem. Oh, shit. Fatty Batty's ready for Christmas, too. Mm. Goodness gracious. They were selling discounted, like, stuff today at the grocery store I go to off and on. Normally go off and on to. And, including discounted coffee, which is like, I don't know, $5 off or something that I normally pay for it. I thought about it. It's not bad coffee, except the stuff I got, which, now I got used to it. That's the weirdest thing. I got used to it. Oh. Okay, we got that going on. I just noticed that. I was like wondering, what the fuck happened? Why did I get a diplopia? I was trying to like pop the space bar. Well, we got 2 items. You know, this might be good because we might be able to find a good space bar or something here. Alright, they're all dog shit. And I'm not like parting my thing. I have to keep an eye on the evils of this world. Yeah, that's the weirdest thing, right? It's like, I didn't like it too much, and then, like, I've grown from, like, not liking it to where it's like, I'll tolerate it. I mean, I could tolerate, like, I can tolerate crappy coffee to a point, right? Depending on where it's from and how it's made. Most part, I can't. Right? Like, it's... I mean, I had coffee last night, right? Which made me stay up until, like, 4 in the morning. Man, I had a wild dream. I've never had a dream like this. I was in a foreign country, right? I'll tell you the dream. There's a little politicalness with it, but it's just bizarre, man. So I was out in the middle of, like, I don't know what country I am, Ukraine, Russia, or something, and I was in between, like, 2 factions that want to come after me, Ukrainians and Russians, and, like, and I was trying to smuggle myself out, but I couldn't, and I was stuck in these, like, ancient mines or something, right? Like, it was definitely mines for like mining something down in there. Like, you know those huge ass mines where it's like for like mining like resources and stuff like that. Those big ass things, deep underground, modernist things. Well, that's what it was. I was down in there. They were kind of fighting, sort of. I couldn't quite catch on what was going on exactly with it. And so, anyways, I was down in there, and then I ran into like, you know, Vladimir Putin, of all things, down in there by himself, no guards or anything, right? Spoke perfect English, and I was like, wanted him to smuggle me out and all that other stuff, and he was playing all these cryptic talk, which I've seen an interview with him with whatever like months ago, and that's exactly what it came to me. It's just cryptic talk, and I'm like, son of a bitch. And so it's like talking to him and with all this crypticness with him, and then he was like starting to put a tattoo or something on my arm. And before he started doing that, he was asking me my date of birth and my weight and my height. I'm like, why? And then he was like cryptic again. I'm like, okay. Like he was like trying to put it as if like I'm gonna be drafted, right? But he was putting it in such a very cryptic way of saying it. It was really off-putting. And I told him I don't want to be drafted. And then he was like angry and pissed with me, and so he kind of stopped, but he left like a red outline where the tattoo was going to be, kind of a shape of something, and so I kind of like colored that shape in around as like a shield shape or something on my arm, and I guess that was just so I could fool whoever. 42.5%, by the way, both ways. I drew it over it a little bit, so that way, you know, if somebody catches me or something, they'll look at first glance that I'm, I guess, Russian or something. I don't know why I would be doing that if, like, there's Ukrainians there, too. But anyways, I snuck off, and I was getting out of there, and, like, they had this giant machine keeping this cave door open or something, right? And the one side lopsided and crashed, and it was starting to like collapse, and anybody that stuck in there, it was like all these Ukrainians and Putin and everybody were like freaking out. And I got out of there in the nick of time, and as I did, like the thing shut it, and like everybody was trapped. Both sides were trapped in there. They never can get out. That was my dream. What the fuck does that even mean in my dreams? I don't know. I have never had a foreign dream like that. I mean, I probably had, but like it'd probably been a very long time, and nothing of this extent. Ukraine and Russia? What the hell? You might be wondering, what the fuck did you eat last night? Glad you asked. Hamburger. I had hamburger. I'm gonna take this. Oh shit, we're not gonna make it. Damn it, I'm gonna fuck up again. I shouldn't have been fucking around here. We gotta find like an emperor card or something now. And we're gonna pull this off. I'm fucking sad right now. I fucked around. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe it's not too late. Don't believe that's too late for you. I don't know what the fuck the symbolism meant. Where all this stuff was coming from. Because, like, sometimes your mind kind of pulls things throughout the day or days or something, right? And then compiles something to drop on your lap. Like, your mind, your subconscious picks up things that's going to be useful for later on to tell you stuff in symbolism and allegories and everything. Like, I'm not worried about getting drafted. And holy shit, here we go. Like, even if there's a draft going on, I'm going to be like not the first one, but it's still not a good thing. Regardless, there's no threat of any draft though yet. I say yet because like we are so close. I mean, we're supposedly in World War III now, but and you don't know quite the full extent of World War III until you're knee deep as shit with it, I guess. understanding. Alright, this is fucked. Oh wait, you took my soul hearts away with Purgatory? What the fuck? Must have did it too quickly. Fuck. I'm not gonna make it. I am fucked. Beyond. All that is known here. I'm not gonna make it. I am so close. There's still time to turn the key or whatever. Turn back the key. What the fuck was the quote from the grave mine from? Oh, there's still time to stop the key from turning. That's it. Yes. I haven't got around to playing that storyline in ages. I need to go back to that. Halo 3. Where the roads diverged. Well, I didn't really diverge from that. It was like Halo Reach was the last big thing I was getting into with Halo before, like... I mean, I played far more, you know, Halo Reach and Halo 3 compared to, like, Halo 5 and... Well, yeah. Yeah, that's about right. And Halo 4. Halo 4, I stopped a lot sooner because, like, I got to SR 120 or whatever it was before they shifted that to something else. Because, like, I think they shifted to something else because it was probably harder to achieve, and if you achieve it, like, you basically got in the game. Because you get all these unlocks and stuff. I don't know the stats. It does, but very horribly. And so, you know, some people like the storyline of Halo 4, right? Like, I don't, really. You know, looking back now, it's like, maybe they should have ended after Reach. Of course, that's very hard to do if you built such a, like, great franchise. Right now, Halo's kind of in limbo with things. Staples! Speaking of Staples, I was there like... Oh, shit. Oh, you sneaky fuck. Okay. I was at Staples, like, a couple days ago or something. Somebody had to make some copies or whatever. And they didn't have, like, proper paper or whatever for, like, printing stuff or something. Or maybe they did and they ran out. The town is so limited with resources for things. It's crazy. Okay, Edmund, I guess you did not... Alright, you know, this is good to know. I was just asking about this room, if it's been patched out or not. No, it has not. In fact, I'm going to actually take a photo of that and then maybe post it to Twitter here. You mean X, formerly Twitter? I'm going to call it Twitter. And it's nothing against X. It's... Like... The name Twitter's been around for so long for the social media site, and you call it X, like, it doesn't ring bells, you know? It doesn't sound like fun, you know? I just can't say, oh yeah, I post on X. I mean, I guess you could, right? It just doesn't have that familiarity, the zine to it, right? Now you could say, like, well, Twitter was new with the name when it first came out, so, like, you know, people wasn't saying, oh, I'm making tweets, or I'm, you know, Twittering or whatever. Tweet, motherfucker. To counteract that claim, I guess, with that, that's true, but we've had Twitter longer than X for the name. Oh, X posts. X. You know? It's nothing to do with being a, you know, it had nothing to do with, like, Elon Musk or something. It's just, the naming just sounds off. It just sounds really off. I'm going to keep calling it Twitter. You know? Maybe someday at some point I'll call it X, but, like, you know, tweets. You know, tweets, Twitter, right? That's you know, that makes sense. You know, it's marketable. X posts, what the fuck? You know? And man, the crypto scams everywhere on that site. It's insane. Especially like the hashtags. And I don't know if it's just the hashtags for you kind of thing, recommendation hashtags, or if it's just actual hashtags everybody sees. But it's hashtags are just scam coins. And then like I see post comments or something like that. Reply comments, reply tweets, whatever the fuck. Oh shit. Just a shit ton of hands grabbing me. They all want me this Christmas. Can't give in to their devilish hands. Just so many of them. There's the cool guy meme, right? Some of you probably have seen it. It's like a dog, hands in his pockets, wearing jeans, and he's like something like, "Oh, such a cool guy," you know, ex-cool guy thing, you know. You know, this bad thing is happening, but I'm just a cool guy, you know. I don't understand that meme. I like the cat with the woman meme. Where the cat's being sarcastic and going against the woman about something. The woman's screaming at him. I like that one. But anyways, they have a scam coin of this, right? The cool guy or Pepe coin and all these other different ones, and there's like very obscure ones. Like anyone can make a fucking coin, right? I would never make a cryptocurrency, you know, especially, you know, I'm an influencer to some degree or another. I would never make a crypto coin for you guys. Like never. It's such a scam. Anybody can make one, you know, like, and I keep seeing rug pull after rug pull, you know. I don't have a heart that black to do that to people, you know that? I have a little bit of a black heart, but nothing like that. That's just like the bottomless pit of hell to have something like that. I have to go beyond the Grinch to get a heart that dark. Colder and blacker than I'm trying to think of the blackest thing in the universe. What's the black hole? Yeah, black hole. Yeah. Technically, because black holes absorb all the light. Spaghettify things and then, you know, crush them into like atoms or something smaller than the atoms. I don't know, cryptocurrency, it's been kind of taken off since the COVID stuff. I know that. Like, I'm more and more during the COVID stuff. It really took off. I mean, it was going on for a while, but I remember talking to someone a couple of years ago or so, and they were like, and I've never talked to a person in person about cryptocurrency. Like, you know, outside of like family or whatever. I've talked to them off and on over the years about it, but like I had never talked to a stranger about cryptocurrency telling me that they're investing into Bitcoin. Of course, part of me was thinking like, you know, when I was hearing that, I'm like, okay, you're probably not getting a whole Bitcoin because you wouldn't be here working at this job if you got a whole Bitcoin. Let's be real. Like, if you bought a whole Bitcoin, like you would not be here at this job. And it's not an insult to them. It's just the reality because how expensive Bitcoin is, right? It just hit like 100,000 recently. At this point, it was like, I don't think it hit 100,000. This was like years ago, so. And of course, the person left like not that long afterwards, so. I mean, it's your money, you know, decide what to do with it, with crypto and all that. I think, and now this is not financial advice, just kind of keep in mind. I'm not a complete expert. I'm not even an expert. I'm kind of novice. May not even novice. Kind of a beginner-ish, right? Of somewhat of an idea with cryptocurrency. But I have some knowledge of it to where I would say maybe somewhat comfortably that it's going to be safer to invest into Bitcoin than other cryptocurrencies. But I'm also saying too that just because I say it's safer doesn't mean it's completely safe, right? You can have the biggest rug pull in history with cryptocurrency right now, with the Bitcoin, and there's some theories about that too. But somebody is holding the majority stake, and somebody created this thing, and I think there was even something I seen somewhere that whoever this mysterious person is has a majority stake of the cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. And that there is even government documents talking about, well, establishing a type of cryptocurrency as far back as 97. So, it's highly suspected it's government created. You know what? Let's go down here. That's a suspicion. That's nice. I was actually wondering about a battery here. But having said that, you know what? Chaos wouldn't do anything. Maybe I should have known better. What lousy luck. No, I think we should be fine here. We got the hush, though, at least. I wasn't even trying to rush for hush. Get it? Because it rhymed. But no, like, if you wanted to invest into a cryptocurrency, that would be what I would suggest. Not necessarily mean it's safe completely, you know? Anything can happen. Because, you know, the Ethereum stuff, right? You know, it's being drived up, of course, but it's not as big as Bitcoin. It hasn't been around as long as Bitcoin. However, I do wonder, at some point, somebody's going to run with it. That kind of coin. They just haven't yet. Like Pale Moon. Pale Moon, I think it was, called. That one was being hyped, and then that got rug pulled. So, just kind of keep in mind, I want to go crazy with the cryptocurrency. Don't put a bunch of money into something you can't afford to lose. You know? I mean, just like any kind of stock, right? Like, don't be heavily put into something, because everything's speculative, right? Just do what you feel's right and not get yourself in a really deep hole. Day trading can be just as bad. Now, I do have one stake into AMC, but that's just like $5 I put in there. That's it. I know it's not going to go anywhere with it, okay? Like, I seen hype over the years with it. They're like billions of dollars in debt. I just threw it in there. Should, like, just some fucking magical miracle, something just, like, pops, and then it's like, I have it in there, and I'm like, oh, look at that, you know? I was like, and then you might be wondering, well, why'd you do it if you think it's not gonna, like, do shit? I don't know. I just threw it in there because I never got a stock before. So, I mean, I guess I could have put it into Apple or something. $5 an Apple. Well, no, it's not even a share cost in Apple. It's probably like $100 or $200. I'm not doing that shit. $5 at AMC. We're going to the moon, fellas. What do you mean it went down like $4 or something? Down to $1? No, I don't expect like AMC to really come out of this. Yeah, they had like something with the November, December stuff, right? About like, oh wow, they got quite a bit of revenue with the films and stuff. Yeah, it was like small potatoes compared to the billions of dollars in debt they're in. Tied to loans. They're not coming out of that. Like, I mean, I guess one way they could is if somebody buys them out with their debt, pay off the debt. Disney. Probably Disney. Because I don't know if AMC Theater is tied to... Well, I don't know if... Okay, I think AMC Theater is owned by AMC. Or you duh. But what I mean is, like, how much is that impacting the company, you know? AMC Studios or whatever it's called. Is that not owned by Viacom anyways? It's gotta be Viacom. It can't be fucking Disney. I know Disney owns everything meme, but... I mean, it's so, like, I feel like the theaters are such a net loss. Such, like... You know what I mean? Like, they're in such debt. Like, you're better off just shutting down all the theaters, right? Maybe that would have tainted the image of AMC if they do that, maybe. But I listen, I'm not like a CEO. I'm not an expert of finance and shit. Like, I'm just like throwing things out there. If you got something that's causing, you know, monetary issues and it's bleeding you, like, would you just cut it off loose? With something where it's like you're billions of dollars in debt with loans and the interests are stacking against you in an unstable economy. Would you just cut it loose? I'd cut it loose. You could try to find a buyer, but see, that's the thing. It's like, I mean, I know of a place that closed down and because they had like budget problems and everything, right? Like they were in debt too. And so they were auctioned off. And so a company bought their company, and of course they inherited the debt, which they paid off too because they had money on hand. Now, of course, it wasn't billions of dollars. There's no way in hell they would have paid for that. But it was just probably millions or something. Plus they had like a class action lawsuit. They had to deal with because somebody like clicking buttons in an email, scam email, and then they didn't find out about it until months later with compromised data of people's. Yeah, that's fun, including me. Yeah, and a bunch of other people, of course. You know, I've had so many different identity theft things happen to me with getting letters in the mail about stuff with companies. It's like I'm desensitized by the bullshit. As fucked up as it is, I'm still desensitized to the bullshit. And they send you the same. That's the thing. I've got so many of those different letters right over the years. It's the same copy pasted like format of the data breach stuff, right? It's the same thing, but just swapping slight details. Like the settings about what they found and like the company name and dates. That's all there is with difference. It's like if you write to like the president of the United States or something, they'll send you like a copy and paste, you know, letter with a signature that has been, you know, digitized and stamped on there at the end of it. The only thing that's different is the date and maybe slight different wording of the core message, and you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Business speak. Oh yeah, we have chaos, don't we? Chaos control. Anyways, how's this run going? It's going pretty nicely. It's a curated run. It's got 3 god heads or whatever. 3, 4 god heads we got here. Like, it's... What more do you expect? We're not going to get the greatest ranks. It's such a powerful, curated run. We got another one. We probably don't need it because it's keep messing with my tears rate, but we're getting slightly less damage each time. By the way, I'm getting close to getting my videos into February territory. I got like over a month-long backlog stuff, which is great. How far am I going to go with this? I don't know. Perhaps I try to finish like some gaming stuff, the DLC of Elden Ring. I really don't want to go back to it just yet, but same time I haven't like finished it. I'm so close to finishing it too. Lordy, lordy, I'm so close to finishing. Let's go fight this thing. We can come back and backtrack a little bit. Hope you all had a great Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, Hanukkah Eve, Kwanzaa Eve. Okay, that's just beyond my territory of knowing exactly of how that works. Okay, I apologize. Sincerely, the future. Past with the future. At the same time. No, actually, no. Why am I even saying all that stuff if this video comes out like late January? I'm recording 2 days before fucking Christmas. That doesn't make any sense. I apologize. And I apologize too. What the hell am I thinking? I'm thinking as if I'm going to be publishing this today. Like, you know, the reverse. I'm from the future of January and I'm publishing for December of what, you know, the month before. Unless I'm going to have such a backlog of be like Christmas of 2025, then that's going to make more sense. If I make that many videos, okay, I would have to, well, we're getting to February, right? 365 days a year. I mean, if I do like, you know, half of those videos, you know, 2 a day for those many days, then like 340 or 140 something, 50 something like that, right? Or it'll be like 170 something, right? Days in a row to doing that. I can get to Christmas. Now I can cut that way down if I did like 5 videos a day like I used to. Publishing 5 a day. Whereas that like kicked my ass doing that before. I don't have that kind of time anymore anyways. It'd be like a Nikocado thing, right? Where it's like everyone was suspecting that he was still kind of overweight and eating like crap and everything. It turns out those old backlog videos for like a year, and he lost all that weight. Caught everybody by surprise. Me too, man. I just pull something like that only with a backlog. Except the backlog, you're gonna know what the dates are ahead of time. So it's like, oh, this has been recorded this day, and it came out today. So it's like this many days, you know? Yeah, I don't know, man. I do know is Christmas is coming out. Yay! Time this video. 411th place, of course. Better than I thought it was going to be. Thanks to Hush, but if we got the boss rush, probably be even better. For sure. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.